guys, welcome back to the channel, and on my hands I have the Takuma arrow. Why did I get the arrow? Because it's a reel that everything that you look, touch or feel, it's made of aluminium. So it has an aluminium chassis, aluminium side plate on the left and on the right. So the side of the lever and the side of the braking system, everything is made from aluminum, and that's why I like it. And because it was quite cheap, I got it for under 50 euros. So I think right now it offers on 60, just shy of 70, but still a bang on deal. And talking about bang on deal, let's put it on the table so you can have a closer look. And now that we are on the table, I can tell you that the price of this reel varies a lot. So as you can see on the picture, you have a full metal frame, and the price, as I was saying, varies a lot. It can go anywhere from 50 euros to 70 euros, and now you even have a DC version of this reel. And the stats are, this is the Arrow. I think it's also sold by other brands with different names, but I think this one is the cheapest variant that you can buy. It weighs allegedly 159 grams. It features 9+1 ball bearings. It has a 8.0 gear ratio. It has 5 kilos or around 11 pounds of braking force. It can hold amounts of line. In this case, they claim 0.23.4 millimeters diameter. It will fit up 100 meters of line. The bait weight, it's actually quite accurate because it's 3 to 20 grams, and you will see on the test it's very accurate. Fit and finish in this reel, I have to say it felt like pulling up my Daiwa Tatula. I will not say about the functioning, so I think this one could use a little bit more grease on the internals. I did it afterwards and it became a little bit better. It again, I don't know how these reels were stored, so I cannot really say anything. Sound check. Sounds a little bit basic, but I don't mind, because again, you are paying like a finesse reel with this total metal frame. It's not a bad bargain for the price that they ask, and it has been on the market for a while, and I have yet to see any like major complaints about it. Braking system, nothing special about that. It's just a parallel array of magnets. They travel very well. The knob gives me a little bit of confidence that it's sturdy enough. I like how large this is. Look, I would say that this reel, if you put like hybrid ceramics on it, it might increase the capability on the 3 gram, because with 3 grams you can already cast, but it's still a little bit tricky. Feasible, very feasible. You can even throw under that, but I would say with hybrid ceramics you would cover the whole range with no problems and probably blast your lures a long way. So everything that you can feel, touch or lick, it's made of metal. You also have a ceramic insertion on the line guide. So let's take some measurements of the spool itself. So on the spool rim we have 32 millimeters, inside we have 20, so big gap to fill with line. Side to side we have 25, and since this is a short shaft reel we have 36, I think. And now let's take just a quick measurement of the shaft itself. It's 3 millimeters, and if I can tell you so 8 millimeters, so the internal diameter of the bearing it's 3, the outside it's 8, and now I'm just trying to give a measurement of the depth of the spool shaft ball bearing, and I think it's 3 millimeters also. So let's take just a weigh-in of this reel, because again, this reel, after I lubed it a second time, not on camera, it just became very smooth. 5.8 grams, so pretty nice weight for the spool, which means, again, as I said, I don't have this on my plans, but if you like to see it, just put it on a comment down below. if you want to see me upgrading this reel and trying to go lighter with it, because it really is smooth, it's very well shimmed, everything fits well together, everything is snug as you can see in there. It feels very decent. If they told me that this was a dye reel that costs, I don't know, 200 euros and it's like, I would not say 200 because the Tatula is cheaper than that, but if they say to me that this was one of the variants of the Tatula, I would believe it picking up on it. So I quite like it. Again, probably on the future, I will not feature this type of reels because it starts a little bit when I just almost stop my fishing weight of 90% of the times, but I quite like it. It's a very good product, so let's test it. And yeah, this was a very eventful day, not by the reasons that you think. So this is me pike fishing, and it was the last day that I skunked this year, which is actually quite cool because this was on January. And as you can see, I'm casting and I didn't catch jack. But again, I had it in here paired with a Pure Lure Sedan, which is an amazing match for this reel. Other match that I would recommend, it's the Bodefo Rubin, which is quite a nice rod for this reel. But enough of this non-catching crap thing, and let's move on to a day where I actually caught some fish. And you know this setup, so if I'm here, I'm actually going after twitchhead on the river. This is the time of the year that they will go up the river and I catch them. And now that I've did a little bit of aging, funny thing is, it's that in the river it's actually easier to catch them with a jig or a spoon. In this case I'm using a spoon right now, but I also use the jig, so I covered anything from 3 to 10 grams on this day with this combo. I have there the Pure Lure Arc Reflex, 1.2 to 10 grams, I think, if I can remember correctly, the cast weight. And right now I'm using a 5-gram spoon, and you can see that this guy absolutely smoked it. So this is a big twitchhead. I think this year it's one of the biggest. Maybe not on size, but this guy had a huge thick dorso. You can see by the fight that he's putting and the way it rashes that this one is a decent one. And one thing I also liked about this reel is that the way the drag sets up, it doesn't have a lot of initial inertia. So sometimes you know that the drag will lag a little bit, so the fish pull and it has to pull, like, let's say you set it up to 3 kilos. It will only start to run at 3.5 kilos and then it will continue once it hits 3, and it will continue. This one, at least in my experience fiddling with it, feels a little bit more accurate. So when you set it up, the resistance that you get, it's almost the same on the beginning of the pull that on the end. And man, look at the size, the height of the dorso and the thickness of this guy. So I'm trying to just not touch the fish because firstly they smell very bad, second they will lose scales that will connect to your skin and you will need like pliers to take it out, and this is also better for them because you are not touching them and just them losing scale. So take the jig out, or in this case the spoon out, and put it back on the water as soon as possible. So very competent at casting, and now I just, for some reason, I think I have my snaps. This is so typical, but I managed to set it loose, and let's put this guy back on the water as soon as possible. Again, this reel didn't blast me away, but it's so reliable, so well put together. I will not say refined because I will reserve that word for like the cream of the top of the cream, if I can make sense of my words. But this reel, it's actually very well put together. It feels quite nice. Again, I throw anything from 3 to 10 grams today. it gives me a good feedback through the rod. I know that I love this rod, but I have more sensitive rods. I just like the way that this rod pins the fish after you hook them. But again, casting very effortless. Again, it's not that heavy of a reel. I think it's 160 something grams for basically a full alloy experience. So that provides you with a little bit more of feed on the bites, especially on big tugs. And now I have a huge water droplet on my camera. Sorry for that, but I never know because I can't see jack of my screen when there's sunlight outside. And even with the polarized glasses, just makes me like Ray Charles to any digital screen. So sorry about that, but you will have to live with that droplet on the middle of the screen. And another one, and you can hear the drag. Not the best sound ever, but very dependent, very reliant if you want to use it with very artistic. This one, 2 full jumps out of the water, and again the rod pinpointing them quite nicely. I know this video is not about the rod, but I like this rod so much. So another one, and this one a little bit smaller, but still quite decent. So let's take care of this guy, and I will give you a final roundup of my opinion on this reel. I have no idea about the DC. Don't ask me on the comments because I haven't tested. Probably will not test it because it's quite heavy, and as I said before, from some point on, so on the past to the future, I will abstain myself of reviewing heavier stuff. So it is what it is. I will only focus on BFS and ultralight, but this reel, it's actually quite good for finesse. If you're fishing with anything over 3.5 grams or 3 grams, this is awesome. So if you like the video, leave a like. If you have anything to say, leave a comment down below. And with that said, I will see you guys on my next video. Bye!